Hey Boo, now that it's officially the holiday season, so many of us are involved in buying presents, wrapping presents, giving presents, and shipping out presents to people around the world, right? But in all of that, are you doing it out of a sense of obligation, or are you doing it from a sense of presence within yourself? And that's the presence that's spelled Presence, presence. And it's that beautiful, deep, emotional center of being. When Eckhart Tolle talks about presence, he's basically talking about the divine. And it's that same spirit of the divine that we share that is wanting to experience more of what this season offers. But if you're finding it challenging, if you're finding it too expensive, if you're finding it too much, or it's wearing you down, stressing you out, I hear you. I know. I've felt that many times myself. And I confess it takes me a little while to sometimes get in the holiday spirit, but I've had some fun already in the last couple of weeks. There was a wine, women, and PJs night down in the downtown in our fun avenue on the boulevard, as we call it, in my town. And there was a lot of opportunities for the professional business women and other women in the neighborhood to get together and literally wear our lounge clothes, our pajamas out, and get out and about into the different places where there were awards and prizes and gifts and things like that. It was a really great, fun night. And it's having a chance to kind of literally let your hair down, get out in the most casual, comfortable way. And that is a part of presence, of sharing your presence and allowing the presence from others to invite you to be more open, to be more connected, to be more alive in a lot of ways. And I know that for many people, when it's the holidays, perhaps because of coming from trauma or dysfunctional situation in their families, a lot of people would rather be more hermiting at the holidays. Or maybe it's a good time to just go on retreat. And it doesn't always have to be a retreat where you fly halfway around the world to Bali or Costa Rica, where even though it may be wonderful to do that, but it doesn't have to always require that much running out, moving around. It doesn't. It can be as simple as playing your favorite music, not necessarily the holiday music that a lot of times can feel very forced and kind of trying to push us into a good spirit, even though it's lovely and wonderful. And maybe you want to go to a holiday concert or something like that. But you don't really have to push yourself if you don't want to, but you can still find that in the sweetness of being at home, lighting some candles, putting on the kind of music that you love the most, whether it's specific to the holiday you're celebrating or whether it's just stuff that you love. And just getting with yourself in another level. You know, it can be watching the movies that you just never get a chance to watch. Whatever it is, let it be about feeling a presence of connectedness even though you may not be doing things out with everybody else, you can still feel it and manifest that spirit just by giving yourself more space and grace to just relax and enjoy without stress. And if you are in a family situation or a work situation where there is a great deal of socializing and running here and going there and being on the highway half the time, give yourself a few minutes, whether it's at the early part of the day or before you get ready for bed, to give yourself some space to breathe, to relax, to center yourself, to feel that deeper presence in yourself. So that it's, we tend to put ourselves very much last at the holidays. And, we feel it's great. It's a feeling of giving has to come first, being there for other people. I totally am with you on that. But at the end of it, we can feel really played out, really exhausted. So as a way of kind of warding off too much of that drained feeling at the end of the holidays is really just to find little pockets of space for yourself. Just that little pocket. Maybe it's making that cup of cocoa, sitting down for even a few minutes, reading a chapter in a book that you love, whatever it is. Just a little piece of that can go a long, long way. And that brings you to a place of manifesting deeper presence, more connectedness, more chillness in your holidays, more ease. And that is a beautiful manifestation that you can give and gift yourself, is being in presence, being in your own sweet presence. Love you so much, Boo. Enjoy your holidays, and I'll see you in the next video.